rising, time to grow. Small steps leading where you wanna go. Trials and fire, but you're still here. Stronger now after all these years. Learning, growing, healing, thriving. One step closer, keep on striving. Liberate, you're awesome, one step at a time. Every ripple starts so small, but it changes everything after all. One small move, one bold leap. This is the moment, go make it deep. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Welcome back to Liberate Your Awesome with Anna Kate. Growth isn't always obvious. Sometimes when you're making real progress, it doesn't feel like anything's changing. Just because you don't see results yet doesn't mean that they aren't happening. Stay tuned as we explore the key signs of progress, practical ways to recognize them, and biblical wisdom to encourage you on your journey. All right, today's question. What are the signs that I'm actually making progress even when I don't feel different? It usually takes 4 weeks for you to notice something. It takes 8 weeks for your family to notice and 12 weeks for strangers to notice that all of the hard work, the consistent, persistent effort is what you're putting in and making those choices. It takes time to add up. As a fitness coach, a health and wellness coach, a nutritionist, a transformation trainer, that's one of the other roles that I have. It takes forever. When someone comes to me and they want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, it's like, great. Actually, you know what? We can lose 30 pounds in about 30 seconds. You ready? Okay, let me go get my saw. They're like, what? I said, yeah, I'll go get my saw and we'll cut off your leg. And then you'll be 30 pounds lighter. Easy peasy. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to do anything. You just have to lay there. I can handle it. I can do that very quickly for you. Like, no, I don't know. I don't want to lose my leg. Okay. Well, the short term kind of get slim quick is not the way that I approach things. I want to help you set up skill sets and make choices and have the support that you need to get you where you want to go, right? But we're in it for the long game. You are going to eat the rest of your life. So we need to have better habits, and we can apply this to just about anything that you want to progress in, right? Okay. Some key insights. You respond differently to challenges, right? So you've kind of gotten a little more posture around things, and they don't just trigger you like they used to or frustrate you. So think of a toddler, or when you were a toddler, you were learning to walk and you would fall down all the time. And you get frustrated because you know what you wanted to do. You wanted to go get that toy in front of you, but things just weren't working the way, like you can see the toddlers, you can see their brain working. They're trying to figure it out, right? And then about fast forward 6 months or a year later, and they're running. They don't think about the process to take the next step like they did when they were a year old, right? So, same thing applies to you. Keep showing up. There is one of the main keys is persistent consistency. Persistency, consistency. I promise. It is frustrating. It is slow going, but it takes that long for your body to respond. It takes time for you to make muscle memory, for you to learn something and then apply it like it's second nature. So think about things in your life that, remember, we've talked about this. Everything that you can do now at one point, you could never do before. Every single thing. At one point in time, you had never done it before. So show up. Progress is not about perfection. It's about persistence. If you're still trying, learning, and pushing further forward, you are further than you think. Just keep going. Keep making the small choices. Here on this channel, we talk about how a single drop of water or a pebble dropped in a puddle can make big ripples. Do you know that those waves that you see at the beach, those big waves, even those big waves in Hawaii that just are like tens of stories tall, it all started with a ripple. Just think about that. All right. Point number three, your perspective is shifting. Your perspective is shifting all the time. You know what? I've only been talking all my life. Just sometimes I just get caught up. It's part of the Swiss cheese brain from the lime of having the spirochetes in my brain. Sometimes my brain and my tongue don't connect. So forgive me. But yay, we're here for the ride. Okay. Your perspective is shifting. You might not have arrived at your intended goal yet, but you're thinking differently about your situation. You're more hopeful, you're more patient, you're more willing to adapt. That's a huge sign of inner transformation. So think about it this way. Start with the end in mind and then reverse engineer. So for all of you that are I have a friend that runs ultra marathons. I actually have several of them. I am not a runner. I don't want to run. I did when I was 21. I was in my 20s. I don't remember when it was. I ran a 5K and placed first in my age group. And then I got my medal and I was done. I don't like to run. It's not for me. I'd rather pick up heavy things and put them down. I like getting on my bike. All good. Find your jam, right? So, but it's all about taking that perspective and you have to start somewhere. So for people that really like to run, that want to get to those ultra marathon, it's like 100 miles and they're running for like 2 days in the dark. No, not for me. But they had to start somewhere. So first, when they were toddler, they had to learn how to walk. And then they learned how to run. And then they had to build the discipline. And it's not just the physical discipline, they had to build the mental fortitude because it takes a lot. It takes things. Actually, I'm going to see if I can get my friend on for an interview for what he's overcome. So if in the world of things, I will tag it below. If I haven't interviewed him yet, it's coming. So there is method in the madness. Keep moving forward. Make the small steps, reverse engineer. So if you wanted to lose 30 pounds, give yourself a year because it's not just losing 30 pounds, right, of total body weight. We want to lose 4% body fat. We want to maintain our lean muscle. This is the other thing that I coach on. It's a long-term game. So, especially if you really want to make the change and you want it to be sustainable. Because if you yo-yo back and forth, then as easily as you lost it, you're going to put it back on. It's going to be harder and harder to lose. So, let's just make the right choices from the get-go in this new season, build the habits because it's not just, oh, I'm going to cut out this or I'm going to do this diet for 90 days. It's, hey, I'm going to make lifetime shifts. I'm going to drink more water, right? I'm going to not drink soda or not drink so many coffee drinks or, I'm going to eat more fruits and vegetables. I'm going to cut out processed foods. There are all of these small little choices that add up over a long period of time, which make a lifestyle. So I don't coach on dieting. If you want a quick fix, I'm not your coach. I'm not your transformation trainer. But if you want long-term sustainable results, then we have something to work with. I'm in it for the long game because you're going to eat the rest of your life. I digest. All right. Point number four is others will start to notice a change in you. They'll notice that you're making better, healthier choices. They notice that you're taking the stairs instead of taking the elevator. They notice that you have better mental fortitude because you're putting healthy things into your body. You're staying hydrated. You're taking time to do the self-care. You're unplugging from the socials. You're doing all of those little steps that actually add up to big changes. That's what we're all about. No big overhauls. We're going to do the little steps and we're going to do them consistently, and then results are going to show up, right? So your consistency is showing. Whatever you're consistent in, that's what's showing. All right. Sometimes progress is more visible to those around you. If trusted friends or family mention that you seem more at peace, more confident, more resilient, take that sign as a real growth is happening. Take it for the win. That's a big W. Okay. All right. Here's our biblical wisdom for recognizing progress. Even when we can't see the change, God is always at work. Even when we can't hear him, he is at work in the silence. We are never alone. You've all experienced this. Isaiah 43:19 reminds us, see, I am doing a new thing. Ask him to make you new. Ask him to give you the wisdom for the next step, the mental fortitude to ask him. Just ask him. Okay. See, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs up in you. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Like the land of milk and honey. If you do the steps, if you surrender, if you obey, he's got it playing like you are his kid and he wants to give you everything. But you got to walk there yourself. You've got to do the exercises to build the strength. Okay? The support is there, the safety net is there, but you've got to do the work. You've got to put in the time. All right. If you've been doubting your progress, take a moment today, reflect on how you handle situations differently. If there's situations that you'd like to handle differently, pray about it. Like, hey, God, what do I need to change? What is affecting this? How do I make it? How do I build this fortitude? How do I build this muscle? Right? Ask a close friend if they've noticed any changes in you. I don't suggest that you do this with a spouse unless you have a really great trusting relationship with your spouse. Do this with a parent. Do this with someone that is consistently around you in your everyday life. Okay. Remind yourself that even slow progress is still progress, right? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Don't stick the whole leg in your mouth. Like, one, it's not going to fit. And two, you're going to be miserable. So, small, consistent steps, little tweaks, right? So, we talk about all the time mastering your foundations. So, your fitness and movement, your sleep, your nutrition, your friends and family, and your faith. Those are the 5 things that you need to have really dialed in, right? So I'm spending time in the Word every day. I'm praying and meditating. I'm asking for guidance where I need it. I am spending time moving my body every day, whatever that means. I don't have to go to the gym, but I pick up my kettlebell. I'm on my rebounder. I wear a weighted vest. I go for a walk. I play with the puppies, like all of these things, right? That's movement. Like it's intentional, not just your total energy expenditure rate. It's your dedicated active moving. So maybe it's, hey, every hour at the top of the hour, I'm going to do 10 squats or stand up and do jumping jacks, or I'm going to do leg kicks under my desk. I'm doing them right now. Can you tell? You can tell because I'm moving. But if I'm wanting to be still, when you're on a call, like do calf raises, there's so many things that you can do. So remind yourself that progress is still progress. Make the little changes. You got this. Focus on your 5 foundations. And once you've done that, let me know that you've got your 5 foundations on lockdown and we'll go to the next level. We'll implement other things. Okay? Beautiful. All right. Let's encourage each other. Share a small victory in the comments. What is one way that you have grown, even if it doesn't feel huge? We want to know. We want to celebrate and encourage you. Just because you don't feel different doesn't mean you aren't changing. Progress happens in small steps, in mindset shifts, and in the quiet work God is doing in your life. He's always at work. He's always aligning things for you. The person that you meet, hey, you may be here listening to this video and you found me out of the blue. It wasn't by accident. Keep going. Trust the process. And just know that every step forward, no matter how small, matters. You are growing. even when you don't see it. And until next time, go out and liberate your awesome.
New day rising, time to grow. Small steps leading where you wanna go. Trials and fire, but you're still here. Stronger now after all these years. Learning, growing, healing, thriving. One step closer, keep on striving. Liberate your